Peace to all the gods and goddesses of the planet, peace to all the kings and the queens, peace to all the prince and the princesses. If this is your first time viewing me, I am No Friend VO, spiritual coach, spiritual mentor, spiritual guru, brother, friend, leader, role model, public figure, all the above, each and every day, each and every hour, each and every quantum of second, whatever I am led to, whatever energy I'm led to, embody, that's what we bring on to the masses of the world. Most of the time, that's just having a free spirit, happy energy, joyful energy, high frequency energy. And this is the energy that a lot of people admire you for. That's the energy that you're loved for. It's just having this optimistic type of look on life, not never letting life bring you down or letting your 3D reality really do anything to your vibration. Because based on that vibration, that's what you're going to be continuously magnetizing. Neuromelon, soulful people. The soul is magnetic. So it magnetizes the things that you want as well as the things that are not as desirable to you. So that's why you have to pay attention to what the things you're thinking about, the things that you're placing you're putting your light into, and putting your light on. Because your focus is a light. It's a thought form, which is energy, which is actually has a soul, body, and spirit. Yes, your thoughts have, because it has a spirit, it can take physical form. See, thoughts can turn into physical beings, and sometimes these physical beings, you might think that everybody noticed them, but these physical beings might be only recognizable to you because they came from your thought form. You will see, just as same as you attract love, you can attract other things that, like I said, are not as desirable into your life as turning it from a thought form to a physical form, a physical being, a physical object, tangible, something tangible in this 3D construct. But as I'm getting ahead of myself too long clock, finding this new path, or you're beginning this new path, and with this new path, you might have to take this journey alone. And just how I was telling somebody else today, it's like, whenever my soul just speaks on particular things, like if I feel like I need to leave a particular job and things of this sort because I feel like it's something different out there for me, like these things literally find me. Like I told somebody how I found one of my jobs. I was just minding my own business, and people gave me a business card based on the things that I'm simply embodying. They seen that I was reading a book, and at the job you have to read a lot. So it's just like the things that you normally do will attract those opportunities in your vicinity. So that's why you have to always just be yourself at all times, no matter what you're doing. I don't care if you just, in your resting, you resting, you just kind of out in public, but you're not trying to be bothered. You still being yourself at all times. Never be embarrassed, never feel, timid, things of that sort. Never have these feelings. Only have feeling of being yourself. Nobody outside of yourself really exists. Everything that's outside of you is simply a reflection of your inside. So it's like, why you not being yourself at all times if the people who outside there already know who you truly are anyways? They can see it. Like, people see that you have a joyful look to you. That's why when somebody look like they supposed to be joyful and they kind of in a down spirited, it's like but like if they allow me to, then but I don't force my energy on nobody, of course. But if they allow me to try to raise their spirits and get them to a certain level, then that's what I do. And a lot of times we like to do that, even though your mission might just be to help them see their true potential, and that might be your only situation with them. You might have to let them go after that. That's why you have to learn to let go. See, God will put you in people's life to teach them that lesson. Then you gotta go. You gotta move on. I don't care if it's relationships, friendships, things of that sort. As a chosen one, you have to learn how to release and receive. It's like a energy force. Just as much as you giving, you receiving. That's why you have to actually, if you have given down pat, like you a giver, you have to work on receiving. You have to work on accepting blessings too, because sometimes when you're such a giver, you're kind of reluctant to receive, but you have to receive. The Most High blesses you through people. Like I said, I was gonna jump into the talking point, but you're God's favorite, and the Most High will put these ideas into people's head. They say it out loud. People around you, other peers on your level, a little bit under your level, things of this sort, they see these things, they hear these things, and even though they might not acknowledge it, you know, they know who the favorite is, and they know, you know, because sometimes they say, even though I be telling them, you know, don't talk like that, things of that sort, if that's how they truly feel. Because me personally, the things that they say sometimes, I don't think I would even say it. Not saying that I don't see them as that potential person, but it's just like, you know, they're just something that don't really come. I do acknowledge people's presence, and I, you know, uplift other people, but at the same time, I'm not going to truly probably say somebody better than me, because we all have strength and weaknesses, and all your weaknesses you can work on to make them, to turn it into a strength. So that's why people ask you what's so strengthen your weaknesses, because you can always, if you acknowledge it as a weakness, then you acknowledging the 9 out of 10 is something that you would probably work on also, because you acknowledging that thought form or that spirit that you might have in yourself that you want to work on. But of course, as they always say, the first step is just acceptance and saying that you acknowledging that the problem is there, having the awareness that it's actually something there that you need to work on in the same time. The Most High wants you always to know that you can, like I said, you're God's favorite. In particular rooms that you're in, chosen ones, we are city through city. 9 out of 10, it might be a chosen one in the same room with you, in the same room as you, but a lot of the times, chosen ones are spread it out, because their energy is kind of like a spread it out energy. It's not something that's just going to be compacted. Yeah, the chosen one, we can come together, but that has to be found, because when we were sent to the earth realm on these souls, and we had our group, our collective group, you know, and we all came there at the same time in a sense, we still had to separate. So even your soul family and stuff like this, that most likely gonna be separated. You'll run into them. I mean, you know, it's a small world, but you know, I say each his own. You can no longer be ran over. Like, people still have this sense of you, but your growth, you grow so fast, you grow so abundantly, that people can't get lost in your realities of yourself. You're always jumping realities, raising up in frequency, going up in dimensions, and people, you know, they stagnant, they at the same level, they probably not even really trying to grow. But this, like I tell y'all each and every time, most of my videos, with you having this energy of always rising, which is naturally in you. Hot air rises, this high energy, this high frequency plasmic energy that's, you know, that we use throughout this vehicle, throughout our different astral bodies. These are the same things that helped you step into this energy, this frequency of power and of great stature of yourself. Like, you won't let people run over you like that, because, like I said, you've been working on yourself so much that the same tricks that they used to pull on you don't work no more. And that just comes with growth. Like I said, being stable within yourself, not letting nobody shake up your foundation, shake up your building, and break down all the stuff that you know, Lego'd up, that you build up brick by brick. You dig? Because they already know how we gotta do it. Most of the chosen ones, we have to start with nothing and turn it into something. We alchemists. And throughout time, we have to do our different things just to shine a little differently than others. But we still shine regardless. But with that being said, peace to all the goddess and goddess of the planet. Peace to all the kings and the queens. Peace to all the princes and the princess. Amen, Pamion. Amen, Pamion. Amen, Pamion. Until next time, continue to grow, continue to blossom, continue to prosper. I say, peace to all the ancestors and all the chosen ones. I say.